Finally, Oliver. You are 10 minutes late. I'm waiting for a good excuse.
Neither will be good enough for you, Mortonese. I know how precious your time is, so I'm sorry, and let's get straight to the point. On behalf of our entire crew, thank you for this invitation. Perhaps you know that we're also a family business. The Kersey brothers founded it out of a passion for coffee. It's this passion that I want to share with you today.
You talk nicely about the Kerseys, and I have a sentiment to family business. I started like that myself. This is the reason why I invited you. What exactly can you offer me?
The Kersey family sends their regards. We're very happy that you've become our client. After the head of the house dies, it's not easy to keep this business in check.
Familia is the most important thing, and the loss of its member is a real tragedy. I know something about it. I'll visit the Kerseys at the earliest opportunity, and if I find out about the circumstances of Richard's death, you will also be informed.
It's always good to know who you're doing business with, so I'll briefly introduce our values before the offer, okay?
Shortly, you are welcome.
Together with the Kerseys, we focus on honesty and high quality. They don't always pay off, but thanks to them, we can easily look in the mirror. What brings me to you, mister, working with us means predictability in the best sense of the word.
Bella, bella. A very nice declaration, Oliver. Reality will verify it quickly.
My offer takes into account the interests of both parties. We'll provide you with excellent grain, punctual deliveries, and flexible after-sales service. In return, we expect a payment adequate to the quality of our product and services.
Now that's what I'm talking about, Oliver. You protect our profit, and we protect you. Short and to the point. Hold on to it, and you'll go far with us. As for the payment, we'll come back to it later.
From the very beginning, we take the grain from the Merino family plantation. This is a proven source, and we fully trust them. Together, we've developed quality standards that will satisfy the most demanding customers. I hope it'll meet your expectations, too.
Moreno sounds familiar. We'll check them. If they live up to our expectations, I'll welcome you to our familia. Ciao, welcome to my casa, Mr. Oliver. I'll immediately reveal the purpose of our meeting. I want to buy your company. I would say the price doesn't matter, but I like talking too much. So let's talk.
Do you propose to buy the company to its employee? Here you have to talk to the management, Mr. Mortonese, with the Kerseys.
Oh, I thought you were something more. A difficult situation that you mentioned. I'd be happy to assist. My cousin Oscar is a management specialist. In your company, an external and cool view of such esperto will be very useful.
It's a pretty good idea. Maybe he'll motivate the Kerseys to take more initiative. On what terms would I hire your cousin?
Oscar will become a board member, and provide me with a real valuation of your company. He'll start on Monday. See?
Since Monday, of course. We'll complete the formalities later. I'll inform Henry about our plans soon. He'll definitely be delighted.
Grande. Silva, make an appointment with Kersey. Back to you, Mr. Oliver. I want a sexful promozione. You have advised my friend Tom. The poor man has lost so much lately, and thanks to you, he can finally gain. How is your mutual cooperation?
Mr. Marvey wanted to increase the sales of the network, and he had an idea for it. If you know each other, then you know how difficult it is to change his decision. Fortunately, the profit promise was more important to him than the company's philosophy. Speaking of losses, is it rivaling with Sorote?
Later, Oliver. Now I am more interested in your contacts. You do some business with Hitomi Kobayashi too, right? How is she?
In business, rather good. Miss Kobayashi is open to news. Of course, this openness has to be bought first, and to be honest, I probably overpaid a bit, because she's a tough one.
Oh no, she's too smart. And Gabriel Caceres? You met him too, right? He pretends to be crazy, lunatico, but he's the best contractor from the whole London gang. Except for me. As the best one, I only ask for a symbolic coffee discount. This discount will be enough.
Gabriel? He's a piece of work. Seems nuts, but he's really a very smart and honest guy. Getting back to business, I came to you with a certain discount limit, but I like you, and I'll gladly agree to this discount.
A rather modesto gift, but so be it, Oliver. I'll make you a bigger one later from your entire company. Now go to work.
I should sum up what happened after that meeting. I expected that I wouldn't get much out of a typical conversation with Francesco. Luckily, Reeves had done a sterling job as a mole. According to his pals, Francesco was often seen in one of the remaining exclusive coffee and inhaling clubs in Neo-London. I found the inhaling club easily enough. It had a distinctive mural and bouncers at the entrance. Now all I had to do was to stuff my wallet full of cash and muster up a lot of patience. After a few days wandering around the area, bingo, The mafioso must have been longing for a high. I waited half an hour, and off I went. Half my readies vanished just in getting in. Great. I looked around. Where would Francesco choose? VIP room or the main room, close to the entrance? I asked one of the coffeeum dealers about him. Up the stairs to the top, sir. At the top of the greasy pole. Of course. My wallet was already empty. I gave the dealer a big tip and ordered an extra portion for Francesco. I told the dealer to say it was a present from my company. He was easy to find. He was smoking some kind of scented mix. The whole floor smelled of it. What kind of stink was Morton Nees trying to hide with it? There were bouncers on the door, but Morton Nees spotted me out of the corner of his eye and languidly waved a hand in my direction, so they let me in. I took one last breath of sobriety and stepped over the line of common sense. Francesco had been smoking and was a little high. Good. I sat down, took a drag to be sociable, and let him know that I was running my firm at Clarabelle's behest. Francesco's head cleared momentarily.
That little fox, she played the innocence brilliantly.
In business, Mr. Mortonese?
In that too.
So he knew her. Seeing that, I decided to ask directly. Were you and her an item?
Yes. Though it was only interesting to begin with.
Francesco briefly wept Clarabelle.
She reminds me of my mother. Gentle on the outside, but in reality a leoness, a lioness, a worthy.
How did it begin?
From the media buzz about Claribel's cake, I want to take advantage, but it was lacking the key component. The craze soon wore off. Claribel, she dreamed of a comeback. Front pages.
I let him on. Is that why she's meeting Baptiste?
No. That stupido can even handle a laptop, let alone a woman. The great detective. His info about paintings was false. We were just wasting our time.
Paintings? You mean the Kersey's planters?
I mean the copies hanging in the museum. We were only interested in the authentico, the original. It turned out the center one. Richard had it the whole time. We were supposed to receive the painting for paying off his debt to Alver. And it was a big one, a grande debito, even for a Kersey.
The coffeeum was great. Why was it so long since I last had some? I reminded myself because it was so good, and on top of that, officially speaking, it was illegal and bloody expensive. So the whole time it was about the painting? Did you get it in the end?
Richard is a clown. He turned down our help and lent his friend Van Haven in the deep stuff. They found the painting at his place. Old Joseph is soft. He soon came clean that the painting had gone back to the Familia. Henry had it. We went looking for him, but the bastardo disappeared.
I could feel the coffeeum taking effect more and more. And what about Joseph?
He's fine. When she heard about her uncle being kidnapped, Claribel went crazy. We let him go and even gave him a bodyguard. For a woman like that, you do everything.
Mortonese expanded on the topic of his own accord. He was mumbling somewhat incoherently because we were both high as kites.
Those paintings are trouble. That curator, he was a swindler too. Waste of time. He was supposed to be helping, but I could tell. I knew this analysis was taking way too long. We let Hitomi play us like bambini. Harold he delay us, cheat us. And then the damn Yakuza tried to get him off us. So much dishonor over an old fool. And the paintings were a grande falso.
Francesco finally drifted off. About time. I needed some fresh air. I don't recall how I made it back to the office. The phone was ringing as if through a thick fog. It was Jacob Reeves. Oliver, we've got a right old mess here. Kobayashi and Catermole are dead. It looks as if Harold shot the little lady, then blew his own head off. Dead? And we'd only just been talking. I started laughing. It must have been the coffeeum. Must have been. How did I let myself get dragged into all this? Wasn't all the pain over Kate enough, so I had to come back to Neo-London for more? Maybe I should ask for the next bullet. This time, the one that hits the bullseye. Damn cursies. I need to check the investigation board. Now I need to set the new clues and data on the board. Have I assigned all the tasks properly? So, what's going on? Someone place an order. The deal isn't great, but it's a chance for some extra cash. This is a good lead, but the information may cost me a lot. Hi, what's the rush? Something up?
Oh, at last you're here. It's Claribel. They've taken her.
What? Who?
I don't know. They rang only a moment ago. I called you right away. I did the right thing, didn't I?
Did they say what they wanted?
The same thing as all those leeches hassling the cursies. The bloody painting. All these problems because of that canvas rag.
Yes, of course. You told them it had been stolen, right?
Well, you see, Arthur, it's not that simple.
What does that mean? Get to the point, lad. We have to rescue Claribel. Even if she's tangled in this case deeper than she reveals, I don't think we could risk her life by doubting it's a real kidnapping.
Oh, dear.
The auction house. What are we doing here? Don't tell me you're spending company cash on trinkets.
Not at all. I just happened to be passing. A guy pushed me into a phone booth and told me to pick up the receiver. It was horrible.
You've got the painting, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
So who does?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on. Joseph gave it to you, right? To look after.
Yes, his wife was afraid to keep the planters at home. You know, thieves, blackmailers. My God.
Henry, really?
No, thanks. I'm all right. You know, maybe it doesn't look that way, but I'm pretty tough. Joseph knew. He asked me to be discreet. Nobody was to know the painting was in my hands.
Uh-huh. And you hid it in the tenement, right?
Oh, that tenement. The rats, the lodgers, art thieves. I couldn't live like that.
Okay, Henry. Let's get one thing clear. You're paying me, I know, but if you don't stop BSing me, I'll arrange a night in the cells for you.
Are you mad, Oliver? What for? I'm the victim here.
2 reasons. First, nobody can kidnap you from there. Second, listening to you, I can see a clear case of obstructing an officer and performing his duty. You know how that's going to look in court.
All right then, filthy detective. What do you want to know?
What happened to the painting?
Okay, I had some gambling debts. The cards were against me. And the picture was valuable. I knew Joseph didn't want it back. I mean, what for?
You sold it!
Yes.
When? And to whom?
Just before you came. I don't know the buyer, a mysterious collector. Anyway, it's over, Arthur. I've had enough troubles with that filthy painting.
You're right, it's over. For Catherine, for Richard, Coralie, Hitomi, and Harold. And now it's over for Clarabelle too, eh?
Don't say that. You want me to feel guilty? I already do. I knew Richard wasn't dead. They kidnapped him to get the painting. Yes, I admit it. At first, I might have told you a small lie.
Small? I ran your business while you played cards. I made a fool of myself in front of real business people. You wasted my time and now your niece might die? I should just punch you in the face.
Please, no. I despise violence.
Despise is a good word. We'll come back to that. Now we need to deal with the latest kidnapping. Or is there something else you want to tell me?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. I have an idea how we can help Clarabelle.
Well?
I don't know who has the painting, but we can work out who's going to have it. In a week's time, someone's putting the planters up for auction right there. We can take all the company's profits, buy the painting, and rescue Clarabelle.
Coincidence?
Does it matter? It's a chance. Call the kidnappers and ask them to give us a week.
Unbelievable.
What? Thinking that up? No, it's nothing. You'd have thought of it eventually.
No. What's unbelievable is all the crap you told me about the investigation into Catherine. You deliberately dragged me into that quagmire. You put your own family at risk. And now you want to squander all the money I've earned to pay off your own guilt.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. But, you know, I acted in good faith. I wanted to find Rich. And, well, it's the only way out now, isn't it?
You owe me, Henry. Big time. When it's all over, I want to get everything I earned for you. I don't care where you get it from, the bank or Alver. I get the cash or the whole story goes to the press. In detail. Get it?
Now you're showing your true colours, Arthur. Clarabelle might have believed you, but I didn't. I knew from the start you were only after the cursed cash.
Unlike you, I worked for it.
You're a leech like the rest of them. Do I have a choice?
You had plenty, Henry, and you always made the wrong one. And now we have to go and rescue Clarabelle, unless she's actually in cahoots with the blackmailers.
Give it a rest, Arthur. Don't even joke about it.
I need to check the investigation board. I think that's all I've got for now. Let's see if there are any connections.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to welcome you to the auction of this wonderful painting, serving as the middle part of the Planter's Triptych from Kersey's family collection. Without further ado, I present the asking price.
I'm going in for the asking price. Hey, Rees.
Going once.
I'll give more. Not so fast.
We start with high C, going once.
Now me. I raise the bet.
The amount raised by Mr. Oliver, going once.
Please forgive me, but I won't let it go that easily. I'm up in the ante.
I think we'll finish this show soon.
Then think again.
Artie's man, rough as ever. Let me join you.
Let me think. I raise the bet.
Mr. Oliver's offered a high bid. Who will give more?
Hey, Rees. Ladies and gentlemen, you must understand this piece of art is already mine.
Please don't think it'll scare me off so easily.
Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to join you.
You don't even let me say my part. Going once.
Really, it's like watching monkeys in a circus.
Let me think. I'll give more.
Dear friends, I'm getting breathless. Will someone beat Mr. Oliver's offer?
I am starting to lose patience.
Going once. Going twice.
Ladies and gentlemen, this painting means more to me than you can imagine. So let's not extend it any more.
Allow me, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't say the last word.
My turn. Let it be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fight is still going on. Who will beat Mr. Oliver's offer? Going once.
Have mercy, gentlemen. I bid.
I do too.
Going once.
This is a misunderstanding, but okay then.
This is my last word!
It's time to end this. I raise the bet.
Ridiculous.
My dear friends, the bar has already been raised under the ceiling. Will anyone here be able to beat Mr. Oliver?
I had fun, but it's time to let go.
Going once.
Maybe next time.
I had better things to do anyway.
Going twice. I think we're getting close to the final.
I better go get some air.
And sold. The painting goes to the Honourable Mr. Oliver. Congratulations to the buyer, and thank you all for participating in the auction of this magnificent work.
Let's go back home.
Well, it's time for me too.
I need to check the investigation board. I think that's all I've got for now. Let's see if there are any connections. Have I assigned all the tasks properly? So, what's going on in this company? Have I assigned all the tasks properly? So, what's going on in... Someone placed an order. The deal isn't great, but it's a chance for some extra cash.